I'm back here today with Benji from TillDirect.
How's it,
We're
Mike?
sitting at the Greek Tavern, chatting about the wave that most restaurants seem to be going through at the moment.
I'm pretty sure it's applicable to all businesses, Mike, not just restaurants.
Benj, 100%. And if you can identify where you are on that wave, obviously the earlier the better, you can identify what the next step should be in your course of action.
So go for it. Let's hear about the wave.
Okay, it starts off so innocently. You're a little bored in a dead-end job, maybe even working for your father-in-law at the time, when the idea comes to you that you should open a restaurant or maybe a small business. After all, it's time you became your own boss. This is followed by the early days. Plenty of excitement, telling everyone about your new venture. In fact, some of your friends won't even take your calls anymore. Early mornings, late nights, the world at your feet, and you're planning to run it like an absolute champion. The next stage seems to follow so soon afterwards. Suddenly there's a belief you can do anything. What I'm doing for chicken, I can certainly do for t-shirts, for furniture. You tend to take your eye off the ball at that particular stage. This is also the PAYE stage. You start buying planes, automobiles, yachts, etc. And suddenly the first signs of trouble. Turnovers start falling, uncontrolled expenses, dissatisfied customers, disgruntled staff, but you tend to try to look past it as if it's only fleeting. After all, you are a successful business owner. Before you can blink, you suddenly languish in a dip. It's a debilitating place to be. Your mood starts to affect everything business-wise and personal. Debt mounts up and it's hard to see a way out. Hopefully this does not last too long before you realize it's decision time. You just know you have to do things differently. For some it's a change of career or even selling the business. But for most it's the first step out of the dip. Now the really hard work starts. All those things you should have done and promised yourself you would do in the early days, you now start to do. Controlling expenses, better understanding of your staff and your customers, systems, stock control, everything that's needed to make a business work. And after that, that's where the real success starts to show. Suddenly, 20 years later, you're an overnight success. But just a word of warning, before you buy that car, before you go on that holiday, it's a wave. And anyone who sat on the beach and watched the water knows those waves keep coming back all the time. But what has changed is your ability to spot those first signs of trouble and to take action straight away.
So Mike, I can actually feel that you've described so many of the stages that I've been through in my business myself, as well as I can see my clients in their businesses going through these stages.
Undoubtedly, Benj. And next time we're going to talk about the 7 things you can do to shift your business immediately.